Welcome all to another Sunday night scrap chat. Let me adjust my chair. Scrap chat live, and as you can see from the topic tonight, we're going to be talking circuit boards. I know it'll veer off completely from that, but we're going to try and answer a few questions for people and delve a bit more into the circuit boards and what people should be looking for on the circuit boards if you're going to be getting the gold from them yourself. If not, what's the best way to prepare them for companies such as BoardSort and stuff like that. So what to look for. So first off, as always, welcome in. So welcome into Leanne Rodriguez. Welcome into Electronic Scrapper. Andy, welcome in, and Patrick Williams. Hope you've all hit the like. That's one of the little things that we like people to do, is hit that like. So yes, that's the only people in so far. So as I was saying on this live, let me grab some of my my little bits and pieces. So I'm going to turn off the green screen for this because some of the stuff I'll be using is circuit boards, and of course the green screen, being the green screen, will interfere with the picture of it. So let me go into my green screen and turn it off for the moment. Let's go with no green screen. There we go. And that should make it a little bit easier for people. I've hit it twice. Then you need to hit it a third time. Electronic Scrapper, you need to hit it a third time. So yes, what are we talking about tonight? Well, we're talking about these type of things. Circuit boards from computers, circuit boards from stuff like mobile phone boards, that kind of stuff. And what with gold prices being so high, what is your options on them? So depending on what part of the world you're living in, of course, you have different options. You have the option of selling them. You have the option of selling them to companies that specialize in e-waste. In America, you'll have BoardSort and other companies. America's favorite order, welcome in. Jeanette Pickering, welcome in. You'll have companies in America such as BoardSort, and there is other companies out there that will buy these boards for e-waste. You can sell them to your scrapyards in certain countries. Again, you get lower values than some of the companies that specialize in it. And the method I use is I recover the gold myself. So that's one of the things I do. I'll be giving my information on, and of course, if Shark Scrapper comes up, he's one of the guys that sell his stuff to BoardSort, so we'll be talking to him. So I do my recovery and I get my bits of gold like that. So that's gold from e-waste. That's just a sample I have for tonight to show people, because again, as we're talking, people like to see that there is gold on them. So that was done from e-waste, and again, the videos are up there on my channel for people to see. Welcome in, Scrapping Together. Paul Frost, welcome in. So first off, a little question to all the people in there that are in there so far. What do you do with your electronic boards? Put in the thing. I should have really done a poll, shouldn't I? I should have really done a poll on this. I wonder, can I still get time to do a poll? Will it let me add a poll now? Start a poll. So we're going to put down sell the boards. I'm putting down sell the boards. So put in yes or no on that. Start the poll. There we go. Poll is started. So we'll start a little poll there, and I'll see what percentage of people would prefer to sell their boards than actually do the gold recovery from them themselves. Hey, see you scrapping. Welcome in, Richard Hubbard. Looking great, thanks. Turn off the green screen because I'll be holding up stuff like this tonight, which will have green boards and things like that, so it will interfere a bit on it. So I have the poll running there, so guys, in it you can put in whether you sell your boards yes or no. That's I see you scrapping. My local yard pays 25 cents a pound for all e-waste, no matter what it is. Lucky I live 45. There you go. So board sort is your alternative. E-waste. Jill, welcome in. Ed, welcome in. All the gang is coming over from Shark Scrapper. I'm guessing. I'm guessing he has finished his. Yes, Shark Scrapper has finished his. So I can turn off his one running in the background. And so 50% at the moment are saying they sell. Mike, welcome in. Good to see you. My question came in mid-question. What are we talking about? Okay, so let me bring up Mike's meltdown. Mike's meltdown is there.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, how are you doing? So Mike's meltdown is there.
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there. That's what it's all about. So Richard was asking what I was on about. Richard, tonight's talk is about circuit boards. What you do with your circuit boards? Do you sell your circuit boards? Do you recover the gold from them yourself? If you sell your circuit boards, what do you need to do to the circuit board before you send it off to the companies? And if you're refining them, what items you take off the board? So I have a little poll there at the moment, which is just asking people, do they sell their circuit boards or not? So if everyone could put in yes or no to that, and we'll see what ends up at the end. Who did I see there? Kerosene Cucumbers, welcome in. Good to see you. George Richardson, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you, George. So it's just a quick question on it, like, because as I say, I recover the gold from them. There isn't really an option in Ireland to sell your boards. I know there's a place up near Dublin or somewhere that Patrick Williams to sell some of his stuff to. But for me, it's not really an option. I'm on the West Coast, and it's just not something I've ever looked at. The prices they pay aren't anywhere good enough for the amount of gold that you can recover yourself from the same items. If you have the assets and you have the patience and stuff like that on it. So like even stuff like these CPU chips, they all have gold-plated pins on them. Very easy to get the gold from them. I find them easy. RAM sticks, we've already talked about RAM sticks last week. So again, another part of your e-waste, cut off the fingers, put the fingers into your whatever your preferred method is, whether it's AP, copper chloride, straight into HCl and just let it work away on it. You can do it that way. Stuff like that. Celsius at board sort, Ed is saying. My yard buys motherboards at $1 a pound. I strip all I want from them before selling them to again, that is what I kind of do with my stuff. Is I strip off everything I want from the boards. So anything that contains the gold flashing, any of the gold pins, stuff like that, any of these connectors that will have gold in them, I take all of them off, and the boards then are left over. They go into a shred pile essentially. So when I'm doing a shred run to the scrapyard, they go with that. So there's not much left on them when I'm finished with them, because again, I take off any bits of copper that I can get as well on them. So I really micro scrap them down, a bit like Ian Matthews would do and stuff like that on stuff. I need to come in from a broiler just in time, loading dirty aluminium from this morning. Okay, let's see how our poll is going at the moment. So at the moment, it's 53% say they sell their boards, and that leaves 47% saying they don't sell their boards. Cruiser Mac, welcome in. Good to see you, Cruiser Mac. It's been a while. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. And don't forget, guys, make sure you hit that like on your way in. Let me go back over here. Hey, Sammy, Christy, welcome in, Sammy. Good to see you. Sammy, we're just talking about circuit boards and what's worth taking off them for gold recovery, or do you sell the circuit boards, stuff like that. So, Sammy, I know you do gold recovery because you're from the TikTok side of things, but on these boards, will you strip them off? Will you do recover all the gold yourself on these, or do you just cherry pick the good stuff and then the rest you send for shred or send to your scrapyard for whatever price? Sammy's up the north of Ireland, so Sammy, what prices would scrapyards be paying for circuit boards? I think we follow the same process. Much love to you all for doing the work. Yeah. 35 people and only 17 likes. They'll get there eventually. They'll hit the like eventually. So they will. We'll get there eventually with them. Took the day off from the flea market. Cool. How's the flea markets going for you, Cruiser Mac? Are you selling much stuff at them? How are you finding them? Is it something that that's going with a non-controversial question? Yeah, well, Shark Scrapper, that's the exact reason I've asked it, because it gets a bit of debate going, because people, like, when I take my boards apart and stuff like that, I end up with like chips like that out from that sort of stuff. I'll have a lot of ribbon wire that I'll get the gold from. I'll have these are like not just gold, but you'll have silver contacts from other stuff. Some more chips. I just took samples to bring up to show people. Again, tantalum capacitors. I know that Shark Scrapper has always said, don't take something off a board unless you have figured out what you're going to do with it. So I'm going to go after the silver on the tantalum capacitors. That's why I take them off the boards. Now I'm just showing little bits of some of the stuff I take off the boards. Again, MLCCs. Again, the reason I take them off the board is for the silver recovery. I'm going to go after the silver in them. So all them little MLCCs. Let's see what else have I in this bag to show people. I like to I just show some of the things I take off the boards, because people always say, what's worth taking off a board? So who else takes off MLCCs? Who else takes off? So these little gold band oscillators, so they're the ones with a little gold band on them. They all contain a little bit of gold in them. So again, that's the reason I'm taking them off. Let me check one out. Is there a way to recover tantalum? I haven't come across a way to do the tantalum. There you go. So Sammy takes just the gold plated stuff, and then he takes the rest back to work for the shredding. Leave them on the board. It's worth it. What aren't worth it? Hold on a second, Michael. What aren't worth them, Richard? Now, what are you going to say, Mike?
You can recover the tantalum as a powder by removing everything else, but you're not most likely going to be able to melt it into an ingot, because the temperature is just way too high for anything that we can use in a residential environment, at least. You might be able to do it. You might be able to do it with an arc welder, but I'm not even sure that'll work.
Yeah, tantalum's hard to melt. But Richard, what are you saying? It's not worth taking off the board? That's I'm waiting for your answer there. Is it these little gold band oscillators you're on about? The ceramic type? Or what are we on about? Hey, Mike, e-waste Mike, the man who sells everything, used to one time take stuff apart and do the bit of gold recovery himself. He's one of these people now who sells his boards and sells all that e-waste. You don't do any real e-waste recovery anymore yourself.
Nope.
And your reasoning for it, if you don't mind, is it just because you don't want to be messing with the acid, or you just don't have the time for messing with it?
Too time consuming.
Okay.
And it's easier for me to just sell it outright than, and I don't really have the space to do it without having a massive chemical hazmat situation happen.
Yeah, well, that comes into the pros and cons of everything. So again, some of the cons of gold recovery is going to be the acid, the dangers, the acids, the disposing of the acids, the amount of labor involved in getting the gold yourself. The pros are you're going to get the full value of the gold. You're getting, if you're doing a pound of ram sticks, you're selling a pound of ram sticks to Board Sort at the moment for $40, is it?
Yep.
And on average, a pound of ram will give you maybe a gram of gold, we'd say. So that means that's worth $120.
Right.
So it's 3 times the value. So it comes into whether the amount of time it's going to take to get that gold out, melted, and the dangers of the assets and the cost of the assets. So it's all pros and cons. So the pros of selling the boards is you have your money straight away from the likes of Board Sort and stuff like that. There's no waiting for it, and the cons is you're not going to get the full value of what's on that board because they have to make a profit from it. So they're not going to pay you the full amount of what amount of gold is in there.
Right. And that's my one refiner because he pays ridiculous amounts for it. So
yes, I
make way more than I would if I would sit there and try refine.
Yeah. But again, like if your refiner is paying anywhere for gold, like it's say if he was buying, I don't know what price he pays for ram, but if he like you'd be talking if you're getting up over I don't know $80 or something like that, it's way better than refining it yourself. Richard was saying leave those on the boards for weight. Well, here in Ireland, the boards only go in a shred, so it's not going to make any difference actually if you on the board. So it's not really worth it leaving on board. How is the poll going? What's the numbers looking at? So 55% say they sell their boards. That leaves 45% don't sell their boards. So it's pretty even. 57% now gone to say they sell their boards. So it's a pretty even split nearly on it on what people do. Mike, my aunt lives 15 miles away from you. I would love to send her over to buy your boards. I am 1,500 miles away. Let's talk.
Send her over to buy your boards. Yeah, but I get a really good price for my boards, so I'd have to. If somebody else wanted to buy my boards, I'd have to have Board Sort price because I'm going to lose money if I sell it. Any less than I do now.
Sammy, what weight of chips did you put in on that? I'm presuming it was the gold cornered BGAs you were doing by the wet ashing. Again, if people don't know what wet ashing is, it's quite dangerous. So do be careful if it's something you're looking at doing. Andy's wondering, P.S., what is a conflict metal? Well, I presume it's a metal that is from maybe a war zone or something like that, or where there might be an embargo on it or something like that. I'm not sure. Mike Smeltdown might be able to answer that one a bit better. Mike Smeltdown?
That sounds correct to me. It would be from an area that has an embargo on it that they're using the funds from selling the metals in a humanitarian crisis way.
Yes.
For bad stuff.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought it was. So
I know that's what a conflict diamond is, for example.
Yeah. So I presume it's the same with a conflict metal. I presume.
That's what I would assume too.
30 chip. Okay. So. He was saying tantalum is a conflict metal. So I'm not sure what that. Maybe conflict metal is something different. I'm not sure. Maybe we're wrong. Hey, welcome in, Ralph Morrick. Welcome in.
I think it depends on the source.
Yeah.
So you've got conflict diamonds and you've got non-conflict diamonds. It's just a matter of what country they're coming from.
Today, Sammy, I was working on Just filtering out some of my copper chloride that I have working at the moment. So just filtering out to get the gold flakes out of it. So that's what I was working on today. That was the main thing I was doing today. I didn't do much. There was a lot of sport on the TV, of course, so I was watching that. The two American football teams were playing their NFL game in Ireland today. So that was on the TV. I watched that, and then I was watching the football after that. I think board sort is awesome, but they need to make a profit. I work on lower margins. Yeah, there you go. Again, it all depends what you're buying your boards from, what you can make out of them. That's why I don't buy e-waste, because once you buy e-waste, you're cutting into what you can make out of it in the end. And as a hobbyist, it doesn't really matter, but it's always nice to have a bit more profit now because gold prices keep going up. It means that if you bought something a year ago or 2 years ago, whatever you made on the gold, then if you still have the gold, the money has gone up again in value already. It's like that time I did buy the RAM to do the experiment, and I probably just about broke even at the time. But now gold has gone up, whatever, 30%. So that means I made 30% profit on it. Here we have Shark Scrapper. So we know you sell all your e-waste at the moment. I know you're keeping some of it for...
Yeah, I can't hear. Hang on.
Tell us when you're ready, Shark.
All right, I believe we're good to go now.
You were having an Ian Matthews there for a minute. I was saying you sell most of your e-waste. I know you are keeping a certain amount of e-waste aside now for when you do a little bit of gold refining yourself down the road. I think you are. Are you?
Yeah, I'm keeping a little bit for future gold refining, but I'm still selling most of it. You know, it's just like Mike, there's so much coming in that if I tried to hang on to it and refine it, I'd never get out from underneath of it. So I got to keep it moving, and we'll keep some to mess around with, but otherwise it's just coming and going.
As William said, the question is, do you want short-term gains or long-term growth? That's what you have to look at. Again, depends on what as a hobbyist, I don't have to worry about gold if it's price going up and down much, because it's not something I don't buy any e-waste, as I said already. So, but guys that are buying e-waste and reselling it or having to buy bidding on auctions and stuff like that, they have to be a bit more careful with watching the price of gold going up and down. I have a bucket of tantalum. I intend to use it for silver recovery. Okay, Richard. How does, I don't know what tantalum is used for in the silver recovery stages, so that's something I haven't looked at.
I think what he's saying is he has tandem capacitors. They'll also may have silver in them.
Oh, well, that's what I'm doing too. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna recover the silver, because I was saying earlier, as you say, Shark, always if you're taking stuff off a board, what are you going to do with it afterwards? Is one of the questions. So, like when we're talking about there, if you're going to cherry pick stuff off a board before you sell the board or whatever you're going to do, don't take stuff off that you don't know what you're going to do with it afterwards. No point saying, "Oh, well, I'm going to take these off because I heard there's something in there," but then you're just stocking them up and doing nothing with them. So I was saying, I used to take the tantalums off, and then I was trying to figure out what I do with them, but then I said I'm just going to go after the silver in the tantalum, not worry about the tantalum metal itself.
I'm going to hold on to my 17-ounce bar of gold.
Yeah, that's a nice bar of gold.
I got another one. And thanks, Ralph. Ralph was helping me out today.
Oh, he was helping you with your pouring, is it, and your melting?
I never melted brass before, so I wasn't sure what the deal was. So he got me there.
And where did that brass come from, or what was it out of that brass?
This was actually mostly the little brass rods out of CD-ROMs.
Okay.
And
cool.
The brass risers out of computers and stuff. That's about all.
Cool. And did you melt that in the electric furnace? Yes.
I did.
Okay, and did it take long to melt in the electric furnace?
It did. I mean, once you get a pool going, then it's not bad, but it's getting that first initial little bit of melt to go. Like I put copper in it yesterday just to see, and I mean, it melted fairly quick. I was actually surprised. But me and Scrap It All were talking, and those furnaces, the temperature is in Celsius. It's not in Fahrenheit. So I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So once we figured that out, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm good to go now.
Hey, nice haircut, Mike.
I had to be him because I know it ain't me. But like I did this one here, and it really didn't take that long. And this is like 3.5 pounds. This is all copper. So that came out really good.
Well, I don't know why you rang or you were talking to Ralph for advice when you could have asked Ian Matthews.
Well, you need to know about melting or smelting. I'm your guy.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to lose any digits in the process thereof.
It's a learning curve, Shark. A learning curve.
Ralph was asking me, is my furnace 1350 watts? I'm not sure, Ralph. I'll have to check it and come back to you on that one.
Anyway,
Scrapping Scotland, welcome in. Good to see you. Sorry, missed you there coming in. Good to see you, Scrapping Scotland. Thanks for coming in. Well, we're on about selling and circuit boards, keeping them, and do you recover the gold yourself or do you sell them? So we know you're a guy that sells circuit boards, Ian. We know that that's your forte, that you like to sell the circuit boards. Do you make much profit when you sell your circuit boards?
I make space, and sometimes space is as valuable as profit.
So, in other words, you didn't get, well, no, you did make a profit because you got the stuff for free. So any money you made was a profit.
Free. Yeah, I could have got more.
Yes, you could have got more. You could have got more if you'd sorted them yourself and taken. That's something. I'd like to bring up is sorting out your boards before you sell them, because Shark can tell you about this, because that's a big thing over in America. Board sort. If you don't have your boards sorted for board sort, they're going to take it. If they have to sort your boards, I'm sure they're not going to pay you as much. Is that one of the rules?
That is correct.
Yeah. So like that's what something's very important is if you're going to be selling your boards, know what type of board you have, know what category goes into. So don't go to a scrapyard with a big pile of boards like Ian Matthews did, with his all his boards in a bag mixed, and let them sort it, because they're not going to give you the proper value. You have them sorted into the categories. Then if they have a disagreement on the category you sorted, you can pull out a board and say, well, hold on a second. You told me that a high grade board had to have this, had to have this, had to have this. Didn't aluminium had to be removed from it, or any metals or whatever else had to be removed from it. Then they can't argue with you. But if you go with your boards covered in aluminium, covered in bits of metal, screws on it, stuff like that, of course they're going to downgrade you on your board.
Yeah, Ian. Get it together.
Yeah, I was looking here for the there's some percentage that they charge, if you send them board soup and they have to sort it. I just don't remember what it is right offhand.
And again, a lot of these companies you're going to be selling your boards to will tell you what way to put them into. They'll help you out. They'll give you advice, and then if you keep mixing it up and sending it in as the wrong grade, well then you've no one to blame but yourself.
Hello, Evie.
Up again. No problem, Sammy. Take it easy. Miss Canadian Scrapper, welcome in. Good to see you. Miss Canadian Scrapper will soon be covered in snow again. It won't be long now till she's trying to unearth the scrap from under the snow.
Winter is coming.
I'm still amazed at you guys street scrapping. How do you tell the difference between a washing machine and a tumble dryer or white goods when everything on the street's white? How do you tell? Anyway, Irish, I've sent you a WhatsApp. Bid.
Which on WhatsApp, is it?
It's on WhatsApp. You're welcome to show it. I wanted to send it to E-Waste Mike, but it won't. He's blocked me.
He's blocked me. Is it safe to show? That's the
it's very, very much safe to show.
Okay.
It might contravene certain laws in certain countries.
I'm going to have to look at it first now.
You're drinking wine out of a bottle?
Cider.
Oh, okay. All right.
No,
I was going to say that's like you got to be careful drinking wine out of a bottle, man. You'll have the French coming through the channel and beating your ass.
Shirk would normally have a glass, right? I suppose it's not so clean in here, and when I take the glass in and I put it on the drainer or sink or whatever, it leaves a little black rim on the floor, and the wife does me edit, so it's easier to drink from the bottle.
Ian, I seen that video, but unfortunately I won't be able to play it because YouTube doesn't like people showing other people's kids.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but what it is it's Ian Matthews with his granddaughter, and he has her sorting out a bulk bag of stuff.
Copper wire.
Copper wire. She's pulling out copper wire out of a bulk bag of stuff.
Got to start them young.
So it is. So
this is singles. This is household.
Ian is thinking, right, if I live another 10 years, she's going to be 12 or whatever. What age is she now? Ian?
19 months.
So nearly 2 years, okay? So she's going to be 12 in 10 years' time. So if I die and the shed is in mess, I'm leaving it to her to sort out.
There you go.
That's what you're doing.
I'll try and send it to you, to Mike.
I'll show it to them afterwards. I just can't do it
because
I can show it afterwards.
He's blocked me. I don't know why. I
can show it in the after party. So Scrapping Scotland was saying no one in Scotland, you can't find anyone to buy his boards. So Scrapping Scotland, what do you do with your boards? That's the question we're asking tonight. If you can't sell your boards and you're not doing the gold recovery, what are you doing with your boards? Are you just depopulating them in the hope at some stage to maybe recover the gold yourself or find someone that will recover the gold from the material? Or are you just selling them as shred to your local scrapyard? That's what I want to know. Everyday Solars, welcome in. Sorry I missed you coming in there.
And you know, that makes such a huge difference. Even here in the United States, if your local yard buys boards, how do they buy them? What do they pay them? And that can make such a difference in whether or not it's worth depopulating versus selling. What are your shipping costs to someone like Board Sort? There's just so many variables that go into that question that it's really something that each scrapper needs to ask themselves after they do a little bit of math, which I know scares people like Ian, but you know.
Well, Ian's maths is always very, very hit or miss, I think is the word we're looking for. Some days it can be right on the button. Other days it can be as far out as the lighthouse. So it can.
You're not alone, Ian. You're not alone, buddy.
It's when you start adding them 8s and 7s together. Oh, that's an odd, an 8 and a 7. Oh, 8 and 7 is easy, but when it's like
it's when you start doing the decibels and the percentages, that's when you really get stuck. When you're trying to work your percentages out, it's like, I don't think you're right there, Ian. I think that's only 2%, not 20%. So I'm just waiting to see what Scotland does with his board.
So I know it's a scrap chat, but speaking of little cherub of ours. So we got asked, could we babysit her last night while they went to a meal? So we put her bed 6:30, routine. No, not having it. Took an hour. So 7:30 before she went to sleep. She woke up at midnight screaming. Wouldn't go back to sleep. Ended up putting her in her bed. And she was very, very hot. So we ended up just like taking all the clothes on her, just having a nappy on, very clammy. 3 o'clock before she went to sleep. And then she woke up again at 6 o'clock. Buggered.
Well, I was going to say, you're the one now that needs sleep.
I'm the one that needs sleep. Yeah.
But you're not working tomorrow, so you can sleep in the morning anyhow, Ian.
This is true.
You know. So, Ian, how much progress has been made on the shed this week?
None.
You
Somebody
suck.
says they see a furnace lid. No, that's coax cable. Where is the furnace?
We'll be sending it soon, Richard.
Down there on the floor. I ain't moving the camera. It's down there.
Well, pick up the furnace and show us.
Oh, I do have to move a lot of stuff on top of it.
Oh, well, that wouldn't be like you to have. That wouldn't be like you to have a lot of stuff thrown in the middle of the floor.
I can't. Even I'm embarrassed at what's there. No, I can't. I can't touch the camera. It's behaving.
So tell me, is your bench clear?
No.
Definition of clear.
You can see you can see the bench.
So no, I meant e-waste, mate. Clear. Solid clear.
It's a lot cleaner than yours.
I would say scrap it all clean. You know the way scrap it all when he's done something, he cleans his bench perfect, and his bench is perfectly clean.
Well, Patrick Williams is clear. Or
I said scrap it all clear.
That's the only workbench in the history of YouTube scrappers to be clean like that.
Yeah.
The 6 inches clean.
Oh, not too bad, Ian. That's good. You can work in that 6 inches.
Ian, ask Irish how his 2 sheds are doing.
I've heard he's building a third one. A third one.
Third one.
A third one.
Yeah, let's just say that both benches are full of stuff. Both benches. Now, I can get in and out of them, but both benches are covered.
It's work in progress. It's winter work now. It's winter work.
Yeah, it'll be soon time again to turn on that stove, Ian.
I was thinking of putting it on tonight, but the hour I would have needed to clear all the stuff that's around it, I thought I'll put a coat on instead.
So what you're saying is, if you turned it on, you'd burn your shed down.
By the way, welcome in HH Recycling.
Shirk. Of course we do, Shirk. Of course.
Ian, it was great to see a person we haven't seen in the chat for a while, Cruiser Mac. Great to see him back with us. And I see Dan had a video out today. K&D scrapping a video. He's putting a few videos out again. He wasn't well for a while. I think he was ill for a while, but he's back at it. So that's good to see.
I was totally different, but I have mentioned him many times. Robert Murray Smith. He's like a chemist, physicist, electronics, electrician, mechanical engineer, and he has a fantastic channel. And
I like that channel.
Well, he announced this morning, that's it, I've finished. Shut my channel. I took it as far as I can, and I've closed it.
And
Really?
You know, when he says he's took it as far as he can, how does he know?
Well, that's what a lot of people in comments saying, that things are moving on so fast. Surely there's more and more new things he can bring to people. Shirk says he knows them. He explains things in a way that numpties can understand.
Yeah. Knuckleheads like me.
Yeah.
And
He's the one that like showed how to when you take LCD screens, how to take iridium, something out
all right.
off the screens.
Oh, I must have a look at that video.
I think I actually picked up on that video. That's why I bought the oxalic acid to do that.
Okay. Whose birthday is it, Everyday Solars? Who are you wishing happy birthday to? He's reached, Cruiser Max said he's reached the end of the internet. But you see, this where people say, oh, my channel is finished, that's it, no more, because I've done, but there's always new people coming onto YouTube. So, you know, and they don't like going back looking through hundreds of videos. They like to go kind of start from where they come in on YouTube. So when they come into your channel, they're like, they don't like going having to go back. They just like to keep continuing on every week on watching. Some will go back and watch some older videos, but a lot of people just like to go from where they join your channel and continue on. So sometimes repeating a video is no harm. You know, because someone might just have joined. So you might have got, we say, 1,000 subscribers in the last 6 months. 10,000 people might never have seen you take apart a computer on your channel, or they might never have seen you strip copper wire, or they might never have seen you melt copper, or they might never have seen you do anything. So that's, I always say, don't be afraid to repeat a video. You know,
you do get that
Come
oddball.
on, Irish.
You do get that. Sorry, you go, Shark.
that's the Shark. What Shark said there. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, spot on.
Yeah. But you do get that one person who's a new subscriber, and they go back to your very first video and then comment on every single video. You never had one of them?
Yes, it can freak you out a bit first, and do you know what I find hard too is that when then people go back way back to videos that's 4 years old and ask you a question about the video, and you're here like, I can't remember what I done yesterday. Never mind what I done 4 years ago. So you have to go back and watch your own video to answer the question. For them.
Oh, congratulations, Scrapping Scotland. Not on getting the bad back. I mean, on the subs.
Who's that?
Scrapping Scotland.
Oh, well done. 5K. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Well done.
Hey, Irish, that really is funny when that happens, though. You know, I'll get a comment on a video that is years old, and sometimes it's not even a general comment. It might be something really specific about a component that I said this, and I'm like, oh God. So I have to go back and rewatch the video so I have some idea of how to respond to the question.
No, it's not too bad if it's a general question like something like we say with acids. Oh, in this video you said you were using copper chloride or whatever. What is copper chloride? That's grand. I know what it is. I can answer that question. But if they ask, like as you said, on a mobile phone there, you pointed out a certain thing and you said they contain gold. What are they called? I'm here. Oh my God! I have to go right back and watch that video to see what that is.
Yeah. Or you get a question like, oh, that was a great tool you was using when you was taking that washing machine apart. What was it?
Yeah.
Or the worst part is when you have learned something and you don't do it that way anymore. And they ask you, well, wait a minute, why are you doing it like that? And then you have to say to them, yeah, I don't do it that way anymore.
Yeah, I changed.
Right. Anyways, Mike, I saw you.
Is it time for your weekly bath?
I saw you dip your hand in that. You need to put that in first before you dip your hand in. Yeah, now you do that. Yeah, but your bucket's too big. As he's turned the sound off so you can't hear the scream in Mike's shed. No one can.
That's a nice looking bar there, Mike. Pull it out. Can you pull out that bar one more time, Michael? Sorry, please.
My gold bar?
Yes, please.
I don't want it. Why? You going to feel it?
No, I want to see. It looked a nice color. It looked actually gold color, even though we know it's not gold.
Right.
Compare the two.
Wow.
That's a non-wire wheel, and that was wire wheel.
Okay.
First two I ever did. Never did brass before. So
And what weight are they? You haven't weighed them, no?
no. This one, yeah, this one here is like what I say it was 17 ounces or something.
So
And never mind how. Would you give us kgs? Never mind them all ounces and stuff. What
Nobody
the
cares
heck?
about that kg, correct?
Oh, just do the math.
now,
Right.
I'll do,
He'll do the
I'll do the
math.
math for you. I'll do the math for you.
Don't do the math, Dean.
Anyway, seeing that you've only one lung, how did you go on when the zinc boat?
Do the math. This is 1.1 pound.
1.1 pound. Okay.
Okay. This one here is
So that's
0.094.
50% of a kilogram.
So
Half a kg.
there's 2 pounds. 2 pounds.
So a bit less than a kilogram.
8 grams of brass. Not bad.
I'm quite thirsty though.
I was going to say, drink the water now.
How did you go on with your one lung when the zinc boiled off?
I had my head right over it.
Did it clear your nasals, your sinuses?
Made my butthole fuck.
That's Mike's idea of vitamin soup.
Right. Hey,
Well,
I got my orange juice. I'm good.
you see, you have to have a certain amount of copper in your body and certain amount of iron in your body, in your blood and stuff. So just drink that.
Yeah.
You'll get it from that.
Bloody hell, Shirk. How long have you been on YouTube?
Since
I must admit, I won
2019.
it. Sorry?
Since 2019.
No, you never had her then. Richard said he's been watching you since you had her.
Damn. whatever the hell her is.
Yeah.
Well, is that type of thing on top of
Mike said. Mike said. Mike said. There, you see that stuff?
That's not Mike, that's Steve.
So Ian, how much did you bring your stuff to the scrapyard last week?
Right. Last Sunday I was on about taking the copper in tomorrow because Law for Sheffield, he put a comment in saying he weighed in the day before and got £6 a kilogram for new tube. I got £6.40. So I said at the time, I think your prices are a bit out there.
Yeah, but he's a different scrapyard than you.
That's true, as it is. As I keep saying, the old Anvil Yard do better prices for non-ferrous. Not so good on.
Yeah, it's amazing all the different prices scrapyards have, and sometimes it's worth ringing around. If you have 3 or 4 scrapyards in your area, it's worth ringing around because again, if you're making an extra 40p per kg, if you have a 100 kgs, Ian, how much difference is that in money? Come on, Matt's question for you.
I'm sorry, I was reading William Walhert's
£40, okay, for your maths question. But that could be a difference if you have 100 kgs, a difference of £40 in the payment. So then you have to work out, does it cost more than £40 to get to that out of the scrapyard if it's further away? Your time, your stuff like that. So sometimes selling it for the 6 instead of the 640 is more economical sense. All depends again on distances, time at the scrapyards, stuff like that.
To us, yes, but to people like HH and Cruiser Mac who will go a 4-hour drive, to go and I'll tell you what, I found this scrapyard, it's a bit better. But if you're in a 200-mile radius, it's worth going.
By the way, I don't know that I say hi to Philip when he came in. So sorry, Philip, if I didn't say hi to you. Welcome in. I do apologize. I didn't say hi. Sometimes I miss names and I spot them later on down the chat, and then I have to go back and say hi. I don't know. Did everyday Solaris answer the question on whose birthday it is?
It's not hers because hers was a couple of weeks back, weren't it?
Hers was a couple of weeks back. My cat loves drinking the water I used to. Was Richard going? Okay, so Richard, take it easy. If you're going, have a good week ahead. Stay safe, and I hope you get plenty of gold. The most important thing, get plenty of gold. It's unbelievable the gold prices at the moment. Like, who would have thought we'd see gold prices over $3,700? You know,
an ounce.
An ounce.
Is it? That's a special ounce, though, isn't it? Gold. It's
A
not a
tri-ounce.
normal ounce.
A tri-ounce.
Okay.
About
That's
33
like
grams.
a USA gallon. You know, nothing like a proper gallon.
Oh, it's Frida's birthday today and Rose's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, girls. Have a great birthday. Terry Jenkins, welcome in. Good to see Terry. Ian has been very quiet lately. He's going to swoop the Volvo for transit. Then the shed would be empty and no need to hide behind the bins.
Well, it's a pity he can't show you the video. I have not been. I may not have been doing any videos, but I ain't been quiet.
Cruiser saying he refuses to get ripped off by those local crooks, so I am driven. So what's the difference, say, for a matter of interest, Cruiser, your local scrapyard, what are they paying you for clean copper, and the one you go to then, what are they paying you for clean copper? How much of a difference per kg? Or I think kg you use in Canada. You're a bit more advanced than your American cousins there. I think you work by kgs as well.
Hey, we're so advanced, we invented a whole new system to use. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
The French had it right, really, didn't they? You know, I mean, ours is based the foot, the yard, the chain, the furlong. It's based on the Egyptian cubit. I mean, come on, you know, the length between somebody's elbow and the. I mean, no, don't say it, Ian.
Cruiser Mac, we told you not to use percents when Ian is in here because he can't work out percents. So saying 30% less than each other is not going to work for you.
No, I can do 30% because that's 3 10%.
Or close to a third.
I could even work out VAT, which was 17.5%, because that was 10% plus a half plus a half. So it was 10% plus 5% plus 2.5%. So plus half. Easy. That's it, easy.
You could have gone a fifth and then then added on or taken another 2.5% off it then.
Yeah, I agree with you. Good evening, ES.
Good evening.
Good evening, ES.
I was trying to change the subject there, you know.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. If you could buy a cruiser, if you could stay outside the scrapyard and buy it for, you know, give the person going in an extra 5%, and you drive down the road and you'll make 25% on it. There you go. So, electronic scrapper, your boards. Do you sell your boards? You were saying to Board Sort. Do you cherry pick them before you sell them, or do you just sell the whole board complete, or do you take off like gold corner VGA chips, or do you take off any of that stuff?
It depends on the board. You know, if it's really, really highly populated, and it's going to be a high telecom anyway. Yeah, I might pull a gold corner VGA off. I'm not degrading the board, but you know, motherboards I don't touch. I mean, it's just not worth it, especially the newer ones.
Yeah, so it's like the likes of these type ones here, which are the newer type ones. They're very, very little gold on them in the first place. There's only a little bit of gold here and some in the chips or whatever. But if you're selling your boards and you start taking the chips off and taking these off, all of a sudden you've taken the value really down on the board. So it's not, as you said, it's not worth it on them type of boards.
Where's the valve sockets on that one?
Ian Matthews. We all know that you have a wind-up computer. It's like the old winder on the cars. Do you remember back in the day when you got your first car in and you used to have to get out and you'd have to turn the crank on the front to get it going for yourself?
My first car, I used to get out and put wood in the fire.
Your first car was you had a fishing rod with a carrot in front of a horse and he dragged you along.
Speaking of computers, you know what mine is like here? And it's always open. Somebody messaged me and said, Is that a zoo store piece? He said, I've got a spur side if you want it. I said, oh, fine, I've got a side. It's can't be bothered fitting it. I like to see the work. I like to see the glow of the valves. I've just had a warning switching it on tonight saying that Windows 7 is going to be discontinued. Was it Windows or was it DOS? Windows XP is going to be discontinued.
Ian, they're discontinuing support for Windows 10 in October. So
yeah, I think they stopped
the rest
Windows
of the
10.
world is on Windows 11.
Yeah, I think they stopped Windows 7 a good while ago, and XP as well stopped. Even though I know some companies that still run on XP, and they're leaving themselves wide open to be hacked because they don't have any support with XP devices. So, especially companies, I don't understand companies that won't. When they go, oh, well, our software works on XP and we have to pay more to get the new software to work on Windows, whatever, 11. And you're here thinking, yeah, but if someone hacks your system because you're working on XP, it's going to cost you a lot more than that. Oh.
Terry.
In first car, he had to fill it with coal. Do you remember the Flintstone car?
I remember seeing a documentary about Ian's early life. I believe it was called The Flintstones.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The Flintstone car was Ian's first car.
The little feet down at the bottom of the car pedaling.
Terry is still using Windows 7 as well. There we go. Terry, you and Ian, you could be twin brothers. I'd say both of you buying mice at a crossroads for £1 in a snowstorm.
Damn, Ian, they're hard on you, man.
I like those scissors you're using, but they're more like tin snips, are they? Really?
That's what they are.
Oh.
Why use scissors?
Yeah, they work great for that ribbon wire.
So you see them ins you're cutting off there now, Mike. Do board sort buy them ins, or does your refiner buy them?
I get $2 a pound at the scrapyard for these.
Okay, scrapyard buys
I think is what board sort's price is too.
Okay.
That's the only reason I'm cutting them off. If they were $1.99 a pound, I wouldn't cut them off.
Well, Shark says to go in as gold connector ins.
That math, Ian.
What are you working on?
$2.25 a pound at board sort.
Electronic scrapper, what are you working on this week?
I was building a silver saw.
Okay.
Oh.
Now you've got Ian's attention.
I've got to hand it to you. You know how you see something and you hold on to it for years. He says, I'm going to find a use for this. I'm going to repurpose it and find a use. So let me grab this. I've had this for 4 years. I picked up off the street.
Oh, only 4 years.
Oh my! Only 4 years.
Only 4 years.
And you call yourself an Ian wannabe?
There's stuff in Ian's shed that the Natural History Museum has thrown out at this stage. It's that old.
I have this old stainless steel drawer.
Well, let me make it bigger.
Out on the road. Nothing special about it. It's just very thick stainless steel. This is what I made the plate for my silver saw with.
There you go. Sure, are you not working in a garage where there's loads of steel? Could you not like just cut a hole out of someone's car? They might notice it.
but it's not saying it. There you go.
just put a hole out of somewhere underneath. They mightn't notice it ever. Put the carpet over it again. Never notice it. So that's going to be your where
Yes,
the silver's going to plate onto, is it?
Yeah.
I have to admit, for something that was stitch drilled, you've got it looking rather circular.
It's actually spot welded.
No, it's circular. It's round.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like the Earth.
Yes.
Flat and round, right?
What?
Flashing round.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just for work. It just fits in a 500 milliliter book.
Oh,
And then this is my silver anode.
Well, that's a little bar of silver you've melted. Or...
I thought you were sending that to E-Waste Mike.
Oh, he's got
Yeah, I thought you were giving E-Waste Mike his silver.
it's cool.
Make sure you watch the video I just posted because the thumbnail is referring to you.
Whoa. Whoa. There's a threat.
When you say the video you just posted, is that the 6th or 7th one today?
First one, it's slow.
It's been a slow day.
I was too busy melting all day. I didn't have time.
Hey, don't forget it's only 4 o'clock over there, Yeti. So he's plenty of time yet.
That would be it.
Anyway,
hold on. We're looking at the setup, and so what material have you got in the silver nitrate now? Where did your silver material come from?
Circuit breakers, relays. That's about it.
Okay, cool.
and they go in the beaker or go in the Decron?
They go on the Decron.
Okay.
The Decron. And then you put your liquid in and your electrolyte, and away you go. What's your electrolyte?
How did you make your electrolyte?
That's what I was going to ask him. What's your electrolyte made of?
Well, it's silver nitrate, and it all came from relays and circuit breakers.
Okay, same thing.
Wait a minute. He just took a bucket of electro, pulled out a few electrons, and then he ended up with electrolyte.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. Play on words. It's less in it, so it's light.
I was
Hey, stick around. I'll be here all night, folks.
Oh, I hear the crickets in the background.
yesterday, Irish. There's an elderly couple in the street, and they've got. He said, "Do you want my old washing machine?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take it." You know. He said, "Because I went to Curry's, the local
Electrical wholesalers or whatever,
and they wanted £75 to come in, fit it, and take the old one away." So I'm not paying it. I said, I'll take your old one, no problem. I went round yesterday, and he hadn't even disconnected it. So I disconnected it, took it out. And it's an internal, it's built in. So the wastewater is tapped into the basin discharge pipe.
yes.
Okay? A lot of people do.
Yeah.
I took it off. That was yesterday. The washing machine's only coming today. So it left the spigot with nothing in it, nothing on top.
He filled up his sink, flooded the place.
So I just said to the lady, "It's all right, I'll stick a bung in it. I'm sure I'll have a bung somewhere." And she's Scottish, and she didn't know what a bung was. I said, "Well, a stopper." I said, "What sort of house do you live in?" She was a crap one. I said, "Come on, what sort of, is it same as her house?" She went, "No," she says, it's a bungalow. I says, "Do you know why it's called a bungalow?" She went, "No." I said, "Well, when they're building this estate, they built our houses first, you know, the 2-story houses. And so when they come to building yours, they don't know how to bricks. So they asked the boss what to do. He said, bungalow roof on it."
Bungalow roof on it. Oh,
Drop him down.
freaking awesome. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
It's not as good as yours, Shark. Sorry.
I don't know. That I didn't think anybody could get worse than my electrolyte, but you nailed it.
Ian, you said she was Scottish
Yeah,
and she didn't know what a bung was?
that's what. Yeah,
How
that's
can,
it.
how can someone who lives in a country with that much whiskey not know what a bung is?
Hey, he's getting laughs off. Philip thinks it's funny. Everyday Solars and Andy thinks it's funny. I'm beginning to worry about your
Right.
sense of humor, guys.
It's the way I tell them. It's the way I tell them.
I'll be back.
The way I tell him.
Oh, H recycling. H recycling. Look at this. So I stripped a load of wire. With the help of my young assistant, as you will see later, and it come out and it was burnt. It was all discoloured. It was terrible. So I went and bought some roller cola. 23 pence for a litre of roller cola. A litre, that's like a bit more than... There's 4.5 litres to a normal gallon. Anyway, stuck it in there. And it's come out all nice and shiny. Look at that. Shinier. Roller cola. It works.
Don't drink it.
There you go.
Thanks, Ian, for that information. Right, I'm going to have to go around the old guys, see what's, because we'll be soon finishing up. So Mike's meltdown is gone for the moment, so that means it's e-waste Mike first. Plan for the week, e-waste Mike.
I have 2 scrap runs tomorrow, maybe 3, and that's about it. I got a lot of odds and ends stuff I got to do this week.
Okay.
Which I don't want to do any of it. Clean out a garage. I got to go about 20 miles from here and pick up 3 things I don't even want to go get, but it's for family members, so I got to go do that. And I don't know, there was something else I had to do too. I don't remember.
And are you going to do any more melting?
Maybe, never know.
Hey, you're getting into this melting, carry on.
Well, you know, I got over 100 pounds of relays. I might just sit and take all the copper out of them and throw them in there. You know, I don't know what to do with them.
And send the silver to someone to do their silver work.
Yeah, I got a big tote full of breakers too. I'll probably break those down and get the stuff out of there. And yeah, hey, my computer guy came and got his computer today. You believe it? His laptop. You believe that?
Hey, awesome.
What are you gonna do with all that space, Mike?
I'm gonna put a bunch of relays that I have and some breakers, fill those shelves up.
Okay, so that's what you're going to do.
But that's about it. Just running around.
Okay, Mike's meltdown. What's your plan for the week?
Well, I've cleared out most things now, so I'm into back to breaking things apart on video now. So you'll start seeing some fresh videos come out.
Okay, so breakdown videos coming for Mike's meltdown. Electronic scrapper. Tell us about your plan for the week. I think we already know what you're going to be at, but tell us.
He's going to Michigan. He's coming to Michigan this week.
I've got a bunch more radiators taken scrapyard. Didn't make a shred run. And other than that, just work. And I got plenty of time to go see Mike.
And you're not going to get the silver cell up and running?
Yeah, I'm thinking about just doing the video for it and just see how it goes.
Okay. I thought you were going to say, I'm going to be on my silver cell. I'm going to start working on the silver. I'm going to have Mike's silver done. Get Mike a silver as quick as I can get his silver done. Stuff like that.
Oh, Mike's silver's done.
Oh, look at that.
Hang on, do I need a magnifying glass? Hang on.
Where is it?
There you go.
Where is it?
It's in that bag, Mike.
It's in his hand.
Huh? Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Where is it?
Oh.
Let me see.
Show
Hold
it
it up.
again. Show it again.
Can you make that bigger?
Yes. Look at him with the magnifying glass. Okay, so that's what.
I did make a video out of it, and Mike, I hope you don't mind, but I mentioned your name out on my channel.
What did he say?
He said he mentioned your name on the video when the video comes out. He hopes you don't mind, but I reckon you would be due a bit of money now because of that, Mike.
Oh, he's got my PayPal. Okay. No,
Right,
Hey, you better watch out, electronic scrapper. Mike's rates, his rates are something fierce, man.
I've heard he's cheap.
they're going up in 50 years.
I've heard he's a turd. Like you rub his belly, he rolls over and
Okay.
puts his legs in the air.
The pot calling the kettle black right there.
Steve Matthews, what's your plan for the week?
I'm stripping wire till it's gone.
And that's it. You're only going to be stripping wire. Is that it?
That's it. I've just moans and moans of it. Of course, I got another pickup, didn't I? You know. So. I even had to bring help. I had to get help on the last lot of wire. Anyway, that's me. Nothing until the scrap gods say so.
What about all that stuff behind you?
It's not eating anything. It's not going anywhere.
Well, it's definitely not going anywhere. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not going anywhere.
That's for sure. It definitely ain't going anywhere. All right, Shark Scrapper, what's your plan for the week?
I got a couple of pickups that need to get done, and the family issue continues to play out, so we got that going on. And then it's just keeping up with depending upon what these pickups yield. I'll be back to processing scrap.
Yeah,
A couple videos, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I was going to say, I seen there on your live tonight, you were showing us where the shark that you have sponsored is getting on. So that was interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll be keeping an eye on his shark. So he will. I want us to know that Shark Scrapper donates money to shark research, and at the moment, people that have supported his channel and other bits and pieces, the money has gone to follow a shark around the Atlantic Sea and study what they do and stuff like that. Tiger shark, wasn't it? Is it?
No. Great white.
Oh, great white. Sorry, a great white.
And I saw that the shark has finally figured out how to go on land to get to us.
Yeah, she's a land shark.
A land shark.
I hope
okay.
that doesn't mean she's been caught by somebody.
I hope it's just a glitch on the Matrix.
Yeah.
Well, again, it could be to do with as E. Matthews says, the flat Earth. You see, the seas being that, and that sort of stuff. Anyhow, I'd like to thank. Go on.
Did you see they were tracking a shark in Australia, and the tracker came to the surface without the shark? They're designed to do that. And the last readings that they got from it before it surfaced again indicated that the shark had gone down further than any shark had gone before at a rapid descent. So they think that it got eaten by something bigger.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I saw that.
It can happen. Just the results while we're on it. I put a poll up. Do people sell their boards or not, their circuit boards? And out of all the people that voted, 52% sell their circuit boards, 48% don't. So that was an interesting, very tight on people that sell and don't sell circuit boards on the people that were in here tonight.
You don't have to hold your hand up, Mike.
I have a question.
Go on.
What are you doing this week, Irish? You didn't tell me.
I was about to go there now, but I was going to say, before we finish up, my plan for the week is I keep saying I'm going to do some melting in the furnace. I haven't done that yet. I might get around to doing some of that this week. I have got a load of boards that Shark Scrapper sent me, these type of boards a while back. that I need to work on. I think from what I've done a little scratch test on one of them, it seems to be gold plated underneath here as well. But no, Shark, you can't have them back before you ask, just because there's more gold on them now. But that's one of the things I'm going to work on. I'm going to maybe get one of these into some acid, into caustic soda, and see what's under the green part of these boards. As you can see, this one disappears, but it seems to be gold plated underneath it as well. So which would be nice. If,
that board seems to be all white on one side.
Say again?
That board you had.
Yes.
He's turned it round and said it's green. I'm saying it seems to be all right.
No, one side is all white. One side is all.
Play on words. It's all right on one side.
Go to bed, Ian.
Hey, Irish, I wouldn't want those boards back because I couldn't afford the tariff if you sent them to me.
Yeah, well, since the tariffs have been introduced, so I get to keep them. So anyhow, guys, thanks for being in. If you haven't hit the like, please do. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And we put the link in for Everyday Solars, who's gone live there with her premiere. So her link is gone in there. And head over there, and we'll catch you all later. Thanks for being in, guys. Bye-bye.